Hi guys, Sam and Richie from the Minds on the Mersey podcast. Hope you're all doing well. We're coming on to ask you a big favour, and that big favour is this. If you enjoy this podcast, listening to and watching, it would mean the world to us if you could like, rate, comment, but also subscribe to this podcast because it really does help us, doesn't it, Richie?
Really does, mate. And we want to get out there, we want to get our message out there. So help the algorithm, share, like, do it all. Even donate if you fancy it, and we'll
Absolutely.
we'll
It all
crack
helps,
on,
doesn't
Sam. It all helps.
It all helps. But yeah, listen, obviously it takes a lot of effort making this podcast. We really do enjoy doing it. We hope you enjoy listening to it and now watching it as well. So yeah, like, comment, rate and subscribe and share it with all your mates on all your socials, please. Nice one.
Cheers, guys.
Love you. You're listening to Minds on the Mersey, the podcast that's all about strong minds, real talk, and positive mental health for men. We're breaking down barriers, smashing the stigma, and having the kind of open, honest chats that really matter. From everyday struggles to stories of strength, this is where conversation meets connection. I'm your host Sam Roberts, and this is Minds on the Mersey. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6?
Episode 6, mate.
Episode 6 of Minds on the Mersey. And it's quite a landmark occasion because we're no longer just an audio podcast. Hello everybody.
Hi, guys. You all right?
We're human beings, we're not just a voice. Look, we exist. Look at that. Unbelievable. Yeah, we've introduced, or we're trying to introduce, we'll see how this goes.
It's not been a good start.
No, it took us a while, but, we're trying to introduce the video element to the podcast. So don't worry, audio-only listeners. The audio only will still be available in all the usual spaces that you've been listening to us. That's not going to go anywhere. That will still say exactly the same. But if you listen to us on YouTube, you will now be able to watch us as well. Act like absolute dickheads. So, who wouldn't want to watch that, And these two gorgeous faces.
Can't pick me nose now off camera.
I told you, didn't I tell you he looked like Al from Al's Toy Barn? I told you, didn't I?
Fucking nasty bastard.
I did tell you, didn't I?
You got me the other day when we did the advert for this shite.
Oh, which you'll see later, by the way, which is brilliant.
It's not shite. It's good, but this one here blows your chops off, guys. It nearly killed me.
It really does. Yeah, he absolutely. He almost died recording that, but we did all right, didn't we? We got there in the end. So
we did.
Got there in the end.
So should we make a start, Sam?
Yeah. Well, that's all the formalities out the way. So this podcast, as normal, is in association with the Mersey Mind Project, which is a charity based on Merseyside, which myself and Richie are both trustees of. Richie, tell the guys about Mersey Mind Project and all the exciting things they got coming up.
So, the Mersey Mind Project is a men's mental health charity, and we really try our best to just help everyone, really. Help anyone who comes. Doesn't matter your circumstance, situation, who you are, anything at all. And yeah, we just try our best, Sam, and is the best way to do it. Sorry, I'm just getting my phone up because our wonderful chairman, Christopher,
ex-co-host of this podcast.
Ex-co-host, yeah, who decided
to...
But he sent me some things to say, and I've read them 3 or 4 times today, and I can't fucking remember them. So I've got my phone out just to go through some of the updates. So something big is happening in Mersey Mind Project. We are going to be playing at the best stadium in Merseyside, Sam. We're going to be playing at the...
Anfield.
No, don't be stupid. We're going to be playing at Prenton Park, proper football stadium with local fans, not from wherever all yours are from.
It's going to be an amazing day. It's going to be an 11-a-side match between two teams, both teams consisting of Mersey Mind Project lads who play the football and stuff. So hopefully it's going to be a big fundraiser for us. It's going
Yeah.
to be a big fundraising day. You know, the plan is the lads who want to play, they've been asked to raise a minimum amount of money. Hopefully they can go above that and raise some good funds for the charity, which would be incredible.
And then we're going to be selling tickets to adults and kids, which is yet to be confirmed, but the game will be happening on the 16th of May, 1 p.m. kickoff at Prenton Park. So
gates open at 12, so you can get there from
gates
12.
Open from 12, and there will be some, like maybe some other little activities like crossbar challenges. You can come and watch us all do really bad. Really? I don't think I could hit the crossbar if I tried.
Don't think I can kick it from the halfway line. That's a problem.
Prenton Park's a big pitch
I know,
as well,
yeah.
mate,
I played on that quite a few years ago. I couldn't do it now. Like, but quite a few years ago, I was all right, but not anymore, mate.
So
yeah.
There's that. And then another thing that we're launching, well, it's the relaunch, really, of our walk and talk groups as well. The next available one is going to be on the 26th of April, and we're going to be meeting at 11 a.m. Where did they say we're going to be meeting?
Somewhere in New Brighton, isn't it?
It is somewhere in New Brighton, but I'm on his text right now and I can't see it. This is professional as ever,
really
guys.
Really professional.
The Light Cinema in New Brighton, 11 o'clock on the 26th of April. If you go on the website and all the socials, you'll be able to sign up there. Cause we'd like to know who's coming. We'd like to know what you're looking for, what you're looking to get out of the charity, see if there's anything we can cater you for as well. We do offer other services. So we offer Thursday night football, 9 till 10 down at Chaffs. Again, jump on the socials, sign up on the form. Eddie will be in touch and we'll get you in the group chats.
Absolutely.
And then we've
got space for our peer-to-peer support group, which
peer-to-peer on
we are in the middle of rebranding potentially.
We are. Yeah.
But at the moment, it's still the peer-to-peer support group. That takes place on a Tuesday night, 6:30 to 8 p.m. in Morton at the Soundbrook Centre.
Yeah.
There are spaces available for that. If any of that interests you, the football, the walk and talks,
don't forget
the
peer-to-peer,
the boot camp. We've now got a boot camp, which is basically like a 6-week fitness program, isn't it? That you can go down and
again, all the
professional,
like a PT,
training. Yeah,
PT, it's like circuit training from what I've been told. You can tell I don't go.
I was going to literally about to say you can see that I've not been once, so you know.
But you know, it's all there and it's all on the website. Sign up, use the forms, and one of the guys will be in touch with you, or me or Sam will be in touch with you.
www.merseymindproject.co.uk, and there's a contact us part of the website. Go on there, fill in your details, fill in your contact information, let us know what it is that you're interested in doing, and somebody will be in touch.
So there's only one more thing we've got to mention then regarding the Mersey Mind.
Yes, there is.
It's the Mental Health World Cup. So the Mental Health World Cup is a UK-based charity founded in 2012 by brothers Giancarlo and Gianpiero. I can't say that.
You've done well there, to be fair. Like, I'm glad you're reading that and not me.
I can't say that last bit. I'm sorry, Giancarlo and Gianpiero. I can't say your last name. I'm sure you're smashing, fellas. So, after the tragic loss of their brother to suicide, starting as a small park, it has now grown into a major annual five-a-side tournament held at stadiums like Loftus Road, Vicarage Road, and now Goodison Park. Mersey Mind Project will be taking part in the tournament on the 22nd of May in memory of Nathan Jones, who sadly lost his life last year. This is the second event we've launched for Nathan, and hopefully we can raise a load of money and raise more awareness around suicide and preventing it. Hopefully.
Absolutely. That's going to be an exciting thing because, you know, those lads have been running that tournament for a while now, and they do a phenomenal job. The fact that they've played it at so many, you know, recognised stadiums, 100%. The fact that they've managed to get Goodison Park is pretty incredible.
That's probably going to be the biggest venue they've got, like, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a few of our lads who are Everton fans who are really, really looking forward to that.
Scoring down to Gladys Street.
Honestly,
they're going to be quite happy, aren't they, Sam?
They really are.
So it's you know, all things exciting, big things to come, and hopefully in the near future, more things will be launching. Watch this space for the Mersey Mind Project.
Absolutely exciting things coming, 100%, 100%. We did just want to give a little shout out to one of our service users, Gillo. He had a family bereavement recently. He's an absolute legend. He's a lovely lad. He's decided to help us out on our socials and stuff. So once he gets up and running on that, mate, you'll be seeing the Mersey Mind Project everywhere because he's boss at what he does. So Gillo, you know, love you lots, mate, and you know, we're all here when you need us, pal. All right.
I'm thinking of you and all your family mates. Just let us know if you need anything.
Absolutely. On a more brighter note, Mr. Richie.
Yes.
Somebody's been on a little jolly away with the boys.
Yeah, I went away to the north of Ireland. Actually, it was quite all right, to be honest with you. Nice and
Paddy's Day?
yes, it's on something right.
Was it messy?
Yeah, it does. It's a bank holiday over there, Paddy's Day,
Right.
and it's just, oh, it's just a sea of green. To be quite honest with you, it's just green everywhere, and it's fantastic. Everyone's lovely, and there's all there is just drinking and music, and that's really it. And it's just great. It's just there's no like, it's just sound. I can't say it in any other way. It's just a good place to be. It's a good vibe, good music, and the food over there is so much better than over here. I've not had a bad meal all the time. I've been a few times now to Ireland, and the food's incredible.
Really?
Honestly,
I've
yeah.
never
Put
been.
about half a stone on every time I go. Honest to God, I do. Honestly, the food is amazing. There's no like chain really restaurants and stuff.
Right.
Like I don't go to like Dublin or Belfast. I go out to different places. I've been to a few. I've been to Newry. I've been to Derry and stuff like that. It's just different. Derry's mad.
Yeah, is it?
That is absolutely mad. There's murals for Derry girls and all that there.
What is it?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
No
and
way.
stuff like that. So no, it's good, mate. I'd recommend everyone don't go Dublin or Belfast. Go and see the real place.
Yeah, the real part of Ireland.
Yeah, you know, and the real people. And don't get me wrong, some of them might not like it, no, but they'll tell you. So
Fair enough.
They don't fuck around.
At least you know where you stand.
Exactly.
Like,
They just say, "Not today, son."
What was it? See dickhead. Say dickhead.
Dickhead. Exactly. Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. So you know, it's yeah. So no, it was good fun.
So what do you and the boys get up to then?
Oh no, weird. What stays in that? What happens in Ireland
Oh,
stays in
come
Ireland.
on, you
No,
can't say that.
no. Well, we don't doing all that sort of stuff. It's just, again, mate, we literally just go over there. There was a lot of football on as well while we were over there, which was really, really good.
Yeah.
Because we're all big football fans, and yeah, we just chilled out, mate, and just.
Sounds fucking lovely, to be fair.
Yeah,
like, I
it's
could
just
do with a little holiday myself.
Yeah,
not
no,
gonna lie,
it was
like,
just nice, mate. It's just good. It's good, clean fun.
nice.
It's the
Yeah,
best way to say it.
I'm planning to go to Riga in May,
Okay.
first week of May. So a mate of mine went over there. Riga, for anyone who doesn't know, is the capital of Latvia. Not
I
very,
would not have got that.
not very, not very touristy. That's just why we sort of picked it. A mate of mine went over there a couple years back, Andy Howlett, and he couldn't recommend it enough.
Oh,
He says
okay.
it was phenomenal, clean, tidy. There's not loads of tourism there. It's not expensive. So yes, before we give it a go.
Oh,
have a
why
crack.
not?
No kids.
That's even better.
No kids.
I haven't got kids, but that sounds even
No
better.
kids, mate, honestly, yeah. Thanks, Mum.
But no, you know, I'd say just do it.
Do you know what so as you've just said, when I go away and that, I prefer to go to the places that not a lot of people have been.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't like these tours. Listen, I like a city break. Don't get me wrong. It's like I've been to Madrid but only to watch footy, so I've not actually gone round the city.
Yeah.
I've only ever been. Same as Paris. I went to Paris years ago as a kid. Didn't really see much, and I've been back to Paris for footy again. Not seen a lot of it. Mainly inside of bars, cafes, and pubs, because you're there for the
footy. That's all you're asked about,
so,
isn't it? So
you know, it's so when I go away, I prefer to
yeah,
go to places that not many people have been potentially, because you could find a little hidden gem, couldn't you?
that's what it's all about, mate. And I think we found a couple, me and my mates, and got nothing planned to go back yet. But maybe we don't know yet. We sort of just do it by ear, like, you know what I mean. So it'll be good.
Nice.
It'll be good.
Sounds ideal. That sounds ideal. What have you been up to recently, mate? What have you been apart from your little holiday? Where have you been? What have you been doing?
So mate, I've come back. I haven't really done a great deal this week. Okay, I came back on Friday, and then spent the weekend doing my garden and stuff like that. So I've been jet washing the garden, getting it ready for summer.
Yeah.
And I'm quite obsessed with my grass, to be honest with you.
Really, yeah.
It kills me off, mate. I hate weeds and all that. I get far too obsessed with it, and I start getting upset with it when it's starting to die. I sound like a proper weirdo right now. And
Gardening corner with Richie.
Gardening corner. Changed my name to Alan Titchmarsh. Innit? And so just basically been getting my garden ready and stuff like that. Maybe been come back into work after being away. It's busy in work, so the emails that pile up. I came back to over 300 emails, so you've got to get through them. And then it's end of year as well, it's the end of the financial year, so you've got to get all the things finished and got to get people paid and all that. Otherwise, it just gets messy. So yeah, just really busy.
All the interesting stuff, yeah.
Yeah, just dead bored.
Do you know
End
what?
of year is manic, but it's boring.
Yeah, absolutely. It is.
Yeah.
It is. I've had weekend just gone. I had a really weird day on Saturday. Liverpool played the early kickoff, so me lad Perry, he had a match 8:45 kickoff, right?
That's gotta
So
be
we had
against
set
the
the
law,
alarm
that's
at
somewhere,
7:15 on us. This week I didn't mind because Liverpool the early kickoff, so I had to go home. Usually when Liverpool play, they put the kickoff at like 2:30 or something.
Yeah.
So at least they gave us an early kickoff for Perry this time, which
Yeah.
is nice. But the alarm going off at 7:15, I'm like, Jesus. So gone to watch Perry play football. Perry played well. The team won 5-2, I think. So that was good. They're doing well. I think they're currently third, 4 points behind second with 3 games in hand. So hopefully they can leapfrog them. Anyway, back home, cook a nice breakfast, put the Liverpool match on. Weekend fucking ruined because Liverpool were shite again. So,
honestly, Sam, I just want to pause there. I need to talk about Liverpool because in the very near future, we will be inviting certain members on who tend to get under your skin a little bit.
Well, we won't be talking about football on those episodes.
No, we've banned football from episodes.
Yeah.
Do you think Slot is good enough for the job?
Recent performances would say no.
Yeah, I can't see him. I can't see him being there next season personally.
No, it depends who's available. I mean, is Alonso an upgrade? He probably is, but he's not really managed. He obviously managed at Madrid, but he lost his job there. Did well at Leverkusen. Who else is available? Do you know what? If one particular person became available, I'd say get rid of Slot tomorrow. And that one particular person is who would be coming up next in the Champions League, and that's Luis Enrique at PSG.
Okay.
If he became available, I'd say, yep, go all out and get him. Absolutely, because he's top level.
Do you think so?
Yeah. But
okay.
For now, I think they'll see it out to the end of the season and see what happens, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, Liverpool let me down on the Saturday.
Why we've got Liverpool on though, mate?
Yeah.
The Mr. Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, I know. It was sad.
Have you stopped crying yet, Sam?
I didn't cry this time. I didn't cry like when Klopp said he was leaving. I sat in my work van outside Liscard shop crying in my van. But no, it was quite interesting actually, and something that I had a conversation with Perry. Perry being 13. Mohamed Salah joined in 2017.
I'm not too sure, mate.
So, 9 years he's been there. So, 2017 he joined. 2017-18. So, Mohamed Salah is all Perry's ever really known.
At football.
As playing for Liverpool. So, me and Perry had a good chat, and he was like, Dad, I'm gutted. Like, and he was genuinely devastated because
bless him.
He's feeling how I felt when Robbie Fowler left Liverpool the first time. And I was fucking heartbroken, do you know what I mean? And he's now feeling exactly that way, you know. So I do feel dead sorry for the kids of like sort of 13, 14 and younger who have only ever known Mo to
be there,
you know, be at the club and
been smashing them in for years.
Mate, his record is second to none. It's incredible, and you know, he will rightly go down as a Liverpool great. He's got to be in the conversation of Liverpool's greatest ever player, as far as I'm concerned.
I don't know. George Shefton last week might have said not last week, the week before, might have said different, you know.
Well, he loved Kenny, didn't he, George? But he's old school, so he's got to be in the conversation for me, Mo, and he's definitely got to be in the conversation for the Premier League greatest ever player.
Okay.
I think he has to be. I think his numbers don't lie. I think his stats, his records. I think
Thierry would be a bit better.
Thierry, potentially. Maybe someone like Wayne Rooney. I don't think you got the best of Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo was better in Madrid.
His peak was at Madrid, Ronaldo's, wasn't it?
So you know.
No, I'd say me personally, I'd say Thierry would be the best.
Yeah, I think Thierry's definitely up there. But yeah. So anyway, Liverpool on the Saturday, they let me down. So.
I've got another question for you. This might upset you. I might be banned off the podcast next, guys. Do you think you'll finish above Everton?
Yeah.
You sure?
No.
No.
I hope so.
Just praying right now.
If we don't, I'm moving back to Torquay.
Yeah, it's probably for the safest bet, really.
Be called Torquay on the seafront or something. Change the name from Mines on the Mersey to Depression on the Seafront. Fucking hell. Everton cannot finish above Liverpool.
So that's the only thing about football that can really, really, really affect your mood, can't it? And some people, like, I know you take it very, very seriously, Sam, do you know what I mean? And I appreciate that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's like, for me, I've said it before, it's like a way of life for me and Perry now. It's like we've made mates that for life. Do you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
just go through going the match. Listen, me and Perry are very lucky that we get to go. There's a lot of Liverpool fans that don't. Trying to get tickets is so hard. The
Yeah.
club don't make it easy. Me and Perry are very lucky that we get to go the match in the first place, but we make the most of that
Of course.
by meeting people, interacting with people, and really, really enjoying it. It's our like dad and lad time,
Oh,
It's
no, that's
really,
lovely, mate, yeah.
it's incredible, and for my mental health, it's great, and it's made.
It can't be that good for your mental health at the moment, Sam.
Well, no, not really, but it's built. Me and Perry have got a really strong relationship from it. Obviously he's a teenager, he's 13, so it's we're going to talk a bit later on about like young adults, teenagers, young adults and stuff, but it's sometimes it's pretty difficult for us old schoolers to try and get a relationship because things have changed so much from when I was that age. You know what I mean?
When we were younger, mate, it was like you went outside when it was light and you came back home when it was dark.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and that was the end of that. You might have popped in to get a drink. And like you'd be like, "What are you doing here?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the streetlights haven't come on yet. What are you?
But even then, like and then obviously as I'm a little bit younger than you, like Xboxes and PlayStations then started to become a bit more prolific. Grand Theft Auto and stuff came out, and then I think that's when like that really started taking over. Really, and then from like 2009 onwards, it was all about Xboxes and stuff. Then really for me, anyway, that's my recollection of it. So the fact that you've got something outside of a TV screen.
Yeah,
that
an
you
electronic device
that you can get him to. You can sit in the freezing cold and pissing down weather, and you can still enjoy it. And it's dad and lad time.
I know he enjoys it. He's made his own friends through meeting my friends and stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's big shout out to Jaden. I know Jaden listens. Jaden and Sharon. They live on the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
And they come over for every game, go to loads of away games, European away games, do
loads
of travelling.
Yeah, no.
So we've made like really good mates with them, and Perry and Jaden get on like a fucking house on fire.
Oh, that's good, mate. That's really good. So there's a positive out of the current negative performances.
And it's meeting people. And as you said, it's meeting people that aren't through a TV screen. It's actually in person. Perry can hold a conversation with people, Yeah. There's a lot of kids these days that struggle to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Because they don't know how to communicate with people face to face. Yeah, but we can talk about a little bit of that more later on, can't we, Sam?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
So I've heard you've had something with a taxi driver.
Oh, mate, fucking hell. Yeah. So
hang on. Not oh, mate, fucking hell.
Well, it was after the Galatasaray game.
Okay.
Last week. And me and Perry have done our usual routine. We've gone to Sandon after. We've had a few bevies, met Jaden and Sharon and Vicky and a load of other people. And done our usual thing. It was a midweek game, so I only had a couple. Didn't have many because obviously working the next day and stuff. So I've come outside the Sandon. There's a taxi there with his light on. So flagged him down. He's pulled over, got in. Where you going, mate? Told him where we're going. He went sound. Now, bit of backstory to this. Anfield is a cashless stadium, right? You can only pay on card in the stadium. So when I go to the football, I don't take any cash with me. Yeah. I only take my phone or my bank card or whatever, right? So I've got in the taxi, told him where I'm going, and I said to the fella, I haven't got any cash, mate. You do take card, don't you? And his response was, oh, for fuck's sake. And I was just like, right, okay. So I was like, well, I can get out and walk if you want, mate. He was like, well, no, you're in now, aren't you? So I may as well take you. And I was like, oh, right, sorry about not having any cash, sort of thing. And he proceeded to tell me that, card this and card that. And with a short journey like this, the journey's only going to be about £7. And then I'll be charged £1.50 in card fees and all this and blah, blah, blah. And he just sat and ranted. And me and Perry just sat like looking at each other as if to say, like,
he's having a bad day, mate, isn't he? Yeah.
He's not happy here. Like, so, anyway, we got to the other end, and the fare was £7. So how much that made? £7. I said, tell you what, take the £9 and that'll cover you £1.50 card fee on it, and you'll have a little bit for yourself as well.
Yeah.
And he sort of literally mellowed instantly and went, oh, thanks, mate. Oh, cheers. Yeah. But it got me thinking. And like, people like say cash is king and this sort of thing. And for people like taxi drivers and small businesses who are charged card fees on things, I think I'm going to start trying to carry a bit of cash around with me from now on. I think he was exaggerating with the £1.50 card fees. If he's being charged £1.50 per transaction, he needs to change his fucking card supplier.
You don't know, some of them are quite expensive. It'd be interesting to see, like, if anyone knows out there, how much is it if I paid £7 to come to your business? How much would you get charged for that? I'm genuinely serious. Message in.
Yeah,
Let-
drop it in the comments or something.
Let us know, because it'll be genuinely interested, because I haven't got a clue.
No, neither have I. Neither have I.
It
But
does sound extortionate. £150 of your £7.
yeah, I can't see it being that much. I can't see it being that much. But then the way he sort of described it, so on the journey, he gave us a little bit of a lecture about card fees and etc. etc. So the example he gave was if you pay £10 for this journey, that £10 then gets decreased to £8.50 for me. And then I use my card and pay somewhere, well, that might get decreased to £8. So every time you use your card, the money is being devalued.
The money, yeah. It makes
Whereas
sense.
cash stays as cash, I suppose. So I don't know. Listen, it got me thinking, and it sort of I felt sorry.
There's another way to look at it, though. Like, if they're not going to tell people about the cash, though, are they? They're not going to tell that old bastard, the tax man.
Well, this is it, isn't it? They're going to keep that to themselves.
No, 100%.
It's up to them.
It's up to them. Listen, whatever they do, but if by acting the way he's acted, you could have got out there, and let's say your journey was £7. He hasn't got £7.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's
He lost the fare completely. Like,
exactly. Do you know what I mean? So there's two ways to look at it. So if he does like half a day as cash and half a day as card, he can just declare the card, can't he? Technically,
Oh, all me payments tonight were in card.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've had a shit day today.
I've paid £6,000 in card fees.
Yeah,
all me payments have been card.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's like, the modern world is going, and I hate to say this, we will be cashless. Probably.
Do you think so?
Within my lifetime, I think so.
Well, the fact that they've made Anfield a cashless stadium, and the amount of gigs I've been to recently,
It's
the
all
Echo
card.
Arena, it's all card only. It's all card only now.
Yeah. So.
Which it's going that way, and it is going that way. And obviously, it's not great for everybody. I get it, and it got me thinking. I did a bit of research and stuff.
It does devalue the money.
I did a bit of research on that, and I'm gonna try to carry a little bit of cash with me, just in case.
Just 20 quid.
Yeah, probably just 20 quid or even 15, 10, or whatever.
Just to pay for those short things, like when you go to the little shop. Not giving Asda can have them card fees for all, like But
well, this is what I mean. Like the big chains, and they can
swallow that.
They can swallow that, but a small independent cafe where you go and get a coffee. Say you pay £3.50 for your coffee in a swinner. Well, 50p of that might be going straight on the card fee.
Yeah,
and then they've got to pay for the coffee and the cup they put it in and the milk, and so they might only make like 45, 50p on that cup of coffee. So. That 50p, that extra would double their profit.
Of course it would. So really, this thing on the story is help out the little guy. Really, carry a little bit of cash.
Yeah, man.
Not
I
much,
think
just
so.
a fiver.
I think that's what I'm going to try and do.
Just a fiver,
just to
tenner,
try and
have a couple of coins in the ashtray.
Mainly just stop being fucking shouted at by taxi drivers. To be fair,
I mean, there's that silver liner in as well, Sam, isn't it? But I do see that it's safer not having your card, isn't it? Not carrying cash and stuff like that, I suppose. But in the same breath, if I drop my card on the floor here, there's nothing stopping you walking that shop there.
Well, with contactless now,
and
just
pin
and stuff,
just ding. Oh, he took himself to Mackey's as well on the way home.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
So nuggets, kidding.
So do you know what I mean? I wouldn't, because by the time you've noticed you've lost your card in this day and age, because most of it's on your phone, you could have had 10 Happy Meals right then. Do you know what I mean? And
I could eat 15 though. That's the problem.
No, but you know what I mean. So it's like, people say cash is king, but card isn't necessarily safer in this day and age, is it?
No, it's not. And
No.
to be fair, I don't usually even take my fucking card with me.
I know
it's on my phone.
It's on my phone. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sat here right now thinking, "Where's my bank card?"
Well, everything that I need to go to the match is on my phone. It's my ticket is on my phone. My payment card is on my phone. Everything is on my phone. You lost your card?
I couldn't tell you where it is.
I think mine's at home, but I don't know. Probably. Catherine's probably fucking got it.
Spending.
Yeah, probably.
Like that. Ding. Oh, cheers, Sam.
Yeah,
cheers,
probably.
Sam. Cheers, Sam.
The bank manager at home. Do you know what I mean?
But no, he has got a point, mate. And speaking about money and stuff, it moves us on to our next section.
Oh, mate, listen, I need to get something off my chest here because this fucking pissed me off. Talking about money, right?
Yeah.
The new I'm never going to buy a fucking England kit. I'm never going to buy my kids an England kit. But the New England kit got released this week.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
Oh, look, the red one looks quite smart, actually.
Yeah.
There was a conversation in our football group chat about it, and the lads all seem to love it. Oh, great, it looks fantastic.
Apparently the Goldie one looks all right as well. I've not seen that, to be honest with you.
I've not seen that one.
No.
Not seen that one. But the price of a new England shirt,
Just the shirt.
for just the shirt, the
Is
stadium,
this adults?
adult shirt, stadium shirt, so not even the one the players wear,
Yeah.
90 quid.
Fuck off.
90 fucking quid for the basic England shirt. If you want the player version, I think it's 135 or 125.
I don't know what to say.
Just for the fucking shirt. If you want to get an infant's kit with a name and number on the back, it's going to cost you close to 100 quid.
It's
What the fuck? If you've got a family of 4 and 2 adults want a shirt and the kid and an infant and they want a full kit each, you're close to fucking 400 quid. You are close. I think you're over 400
yeah,
quid.
you probably are over.
It's absolutely fucking disgusting.
It's to support the national team. They are robbing because
It's honestly, mate, it got me fucking angry because, listen, I understand that football clubs are here to make money. When I was a kid, what the clubs would do is they'd introduce a new home shirt this season, and that would last for 2 seasons, and then the next season they'd introduce a new away kit, and that would last for 2 seasons. So every season you only had to buy 1 new kit. Now each fucking team has got 3 kits introduced every fucking year.
And a new training top.
And a new training top, and the new training trackies, and the new training gear, and this, that, and the fucking other. Why the fuck do the FA need to charge 90 fucking quid, right?
For a shirt.
For a fucking shirt. Honestly, mate, it got me really angry. It really, really, really pissed me off. There's people struggling in this country. We spoke earlier, didn't we, about the fact that, what's it called? Citizens Advice.
Oh, yeah, you've just sent me that stuff.
Are getting a critical call, right? Citizens Advice recently were getting a critical call every 30 seconds.
So I think they've gone up by like, they've helped more than 51,000 people, and then you know full well those kids are going to want an England shirt or a full kit, especially for Easter. New internet, like England are playing tonight, aren't they?
I have no idea.
No, I think they are. Or is it tomorrow? No, tomorrow or Saturday. They're playing soon. It's definitely the international break now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it is the international break, and see, that shows how arsed we are. We don't even know when they're fucking playing. But you know,
that makes me even less arsed.
But the kids are gonna want an England shirt, and like they're gonna and like, you know, Father's Day is coming up in the summer. Sometimes they get an England shirt with dad on the back. How are families meant to afford that? 100 quid.
Well, with the name and number, I think it takes 115.
Fuck's sake, mate. It's just not on.
Honestly, mate, it's disgusting. It really pissed me off. The football clubs are getting the same. Football clubs are getting the same, mate. Free kits every year. You know, it's, I mean...
Parents won't be able to afford this.
Of course they won't, mate. But the thing is, parents don't want their kids to go without.
So they're going to get themselves in debt.
It's just, mate, honestly,
it's the vicious circle, mate. It's the vicious circle that we're in. And...
I just think somebody needs to have a fucking word with themselves. 90 quid for a fucking football shirt. I'm sorry, mate.
It's extortionate.
It really upset me.
I'm just sat here gobsmacked, like, really, to be honest with you.
I'm just imagining all the fucking children that are being told across the country, I'm really sorry, I can't afford to get you the England kit because it's too expensive.
And then you look at the price of fuel.
Fuel's going up, your shopping's going up. In April, your fucking water rates are going to go up. All your bills are going to go up.
Council tax going up. My council tax going up £20.
It's just, you know what I mean? It's just, when's it going to fucking end? And then on top of all that, to charge fucking 90 quid for a football shirt. It's fucking disgusting. And while we're on the subject of football, by the way, I know nobody from FSG, the owners of Liverpool Football Club, are listening, but you've put your fucking prices up for your tickets and you're fucking out of order. I'm sorry, you are. Rant over. Sorry. You are big time out of order, mate.
But you've got to get used to not having Champions League football next season, Sam.
Fuck off. That's the end of this fucking section. See you later.
I've done it, lads. I've done it.
Fuck off. I'm going. Hi, guys. It's Sam and Richie here, and we are here to tell you all about Pig in Bun fermented sauces. Pig in Bun do a range of sauces, as you can see here. Right here. And what have we got here, Richie? What have we got?
You're going to make me fucking try this.
I am.
This is Pig in Reaper.
Oh, that's going to be spicy.
So...
Got some milk ready.
Mango, Carolina Reaper, very hot 5-star chilies. I have got some semi-skinned, just in case. I'm on the co-op before, mate.
See, I've tried all these already, and they're all phenomenal, by the way. I've got the Mexican sauce here, which is the jalapeno, lime, and tequila. It is delicious on a few salsa chips. And what have you got there, Richie?
I've got the jerk barbecue, pig and smoke.
Amazing. Amazing. And look, we've got some chili chocolate. We're going to try the chili chocolate. Let's get the chili chocolate open. Anyway, as I'm opening this, Pig in Bun use fermentation for their sauces, which basically means that they make like a mash with ingredients like peppers, chilies, garlic, onions, and they put that in a fermentation bucket and they put on top of it what's called a salt cap. So you cover it with salt all over the top of it and it ferments in the bucket. Same as like making alcohol sort of thing. But yeah, chili chocolate, Richie?
Made my own alcohol.
I bet you have. Chili chocolate, sunshine?
Nearly died.
Come on, get in there.
Oh, fucks. Just so you know, guys, I'm not very good with spice.
That's delicious, isn't it? Sorry for people who don't like the sound of chewing, by the way. We're just sat here munching away.
It's a great advert for Pig and Bun.
That is delicious, by the way. Richard, get yourself a chip, mate.
Hang on, let me eat my chocolate first.
Come on, hurry up. Come on.
I just want to pick on
Meant to be a short advert. Come on, get it on you. Here we go. I can't wait for this.
Easy, Tiger.
Go on, son. Go on, son.
Oh, fucking hell. You bastard.
I'll just sit and eat the chocolate.
Oh. It's gone up my nose.
Anyway, mouthful of chocolate. Find everything at piginbun.co.uk.
I've got the hiccups. I mean, I've stopped the pig off my milk.
That's piginbun.co.uk. Oh, he's gone. Just be recording another advert after this. I don't think we'll be able to. Okay, mate. piginbun.co.uk.
Pig
Go
and
and
Bun.
get it, because it's class.
It knocks your socks off.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to part 2 of this week's Minds on the Mersey. Richie's still here. I haven't kicked him out yet. He's not gone home yet, have you?
I'm fucking tempted after this. And you say the same thing every week to me. You're nasty to me, you are, you know.
Sorry, Richie. I do apologise.
It's me representing men's mental health and you kick me every. He's still here.
He's still here, just about.
No, I'm here, mate. I'm here. We're still here.
Delighted to be joined also by Miss Jess Trigg.
Hello.
From Positivity Club CIC. How you doing, Jess?
Yeah, good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming down. Really appreciate it. Firstly, tell us all about you before we get into Positivity Club. Tell us all about you.
Okay, so hi, I'm Jess. 36. I have had a rock and roller coaster of a mental health journey, which is what's brought me here kind of today to talk about, and also what I do in work. So I was very much a young person who masked my mental health, and now I know ADHD, which we'll talk a little bit about as well.
Right.
I was always a smiler. This was my mask. But I was really, really good when I was younger at hiding my feelings and emotions. So I was a real little worrier, but I hid it really well. And everybody kind of thought
Girls are better than boys at that, aren't they? When they're younger.
Yeah, I think we just mask easier. We look at the world around us and think like, what's everybody else doing? I need to conform. I need to do what they're doing, and I'll just pretend that I'm okay. And that just became a habit for me. Right. Even primary school, I remember thinking I'm different to everyone. I'm not feeling great, but I'm just going to pretend that I do.
Yeah.
And that's exhausting, to be honest. And then you kind of form a habit that stays with you as you get older.
Hard to break the habit once you've got it.
Yeah, it is. And it's only now, really, that I'm starting to unlearn the old habits that I've always done. It was just being a massive people pleaser. So it was like, just wanted everyone else to be okay and think that I was okay. And I didn't want to worry anyone by saying this is how I'm really feeling. But I was struggling for a lot of it. But I used to write a lot when I was a kid. So I'd write things down, write stories, poems, write little journals and things like that. And
how many journals did you buy?
Bloody loads. I'd start them all and write about 2 pages and then buy a new one for my bargain. Yeah, you should see my collection. It's quite impressive. All colourful and weird and wonderful ones. So then as a teenager, I mean, it wasn't all doom and gloom when I was younger, do you know what I mean? I had a great childhood and really good support, but I felt like I couldn't tap into it. It was like I couldn't open up. I couldn't really tell anyone how I was really feeling.
Yeah.
And I was really low self-esteem. So I just convinced myself that everybody hated me. It was just like, I wasn't good enough. I had all these like kind of core beliefs that now as an adult, I'm having to like tackle and really try and challenge them. Because they say that like by the age of 7, if how you believe about yourself, it carries on. It's like you're in a child. So the more therapy and the more talking I've done as I've got older, I've really learned how to like nurture me inner child, my younger Jess kind of thing. And that's how Positivity Club came about, because it was like, I want to help kids that feel like I felt like.
Yeah.
And a lot of us, like I did, will fade into the background because we're so good at hiding it. And everyone just be like, oh, she's always smiling, she's great, she's happy. But we are so good at pretending, and it was almost like I was acting kind of thing.
So is there a lot of young girls that will slip through the cracks then?
I
Just
think
because they are doing the whole
I
masking
think so, yeah. And it's just like, if I don't make a big thing, I'll just fade into the background, and no one will make a fuss kind of thing. But then I think when I got to a teenager, I went to a grammar school. I passed my 11 plus by 1 mark, and I really didn't want to go. My sisters went to Pensby and I went to West Kirby, and I remember thinking, oh, like, I want to be with them, I don't want to go. And I always had this thing of like, you only pass by 1 mark, so you don't belong here kind of thing. You're not good enough to be here. And I was an academic, and I'm not, but I'm good at like creative, I'm good at English and drama and all that kind of stuff. But the maths and science that was kind of pushed on you at that school was not for me. And then I kind of went through a bit of a rebellion stage in year 8 and 9, because it was just like, if I'm a bit of a class clown, then I don't have to do the work, and then I don't have to tell them that I can't do it kind of thing. Which is all very reflective now looking back, but at the time you don't realise you're doing it, do you?
No.
But yeah, I always had this thing of like, oh, people in my family would be like, oh, she's the clever one, she passed 11 plus, and I had this like pressure of like being the clever one, and I was thinking, I'm not the clever one, it's just it's a black, I totally winged it, totally winged it. So I think that was when I got into teenage years. Obviously hormones and everything else was thrown into the mix, isn't it? So the mask was harder to keep up. And that's when I really started to struggle with my mental health, like more openly kind of thing. So
what age was that?
Probably I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression at 15, I think, for the first time. But it was very much like, we'll just give her antidepressants and see how she gets on.
At 15?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think 16 maybe. Yeah,
wow,
it was early on.
That's young, that.
Yeah. But no one offered me therapy or counselling at that point.
Just literally straight onto the tablets.
Yeah, and it was very much like, we don't talk about it. So it was like, brush it under the carpet, and we don't talk about it, and that was really difficult for me, because it was like, still I'm not learning those skills of how to open up. I'm just retracting, I'm keeping it all in. It's just an old habit that's just getting stronger, because I'll just pretend that I'm okay, and even like therapists that I did have later on down the line, I used to blag them. I used to say, oh no, I'm all right now. No, fine. You know what I mean? I'm going for walks, and I'm doing I'm eating well, and because I think I just need to get out of here. Like, I just didn't know how to do it, which is mad, because as an adult now I don't shut up about it. I'm making up for lost time.
Yeah, but it's part of what you're doing now.
Absolutely. So I remember a time, like early 20s, that I went to a coffee morning where I live in Hoylake, and it was like National Time to Talk Day or something like that. I remember being stood in the doorway thinking, should I just turn around and leg it? Like, do a go in? Because I knew it was a mental health morning. I knew what it was going to be about. And there was a massive part of me that wanted to go in. There was a huge part of me that wanted to run, that was scared. But I went in, and I sat there and I talked to people about who were like me. And I was like, oh my word, I have convinced myself all my life I'm the only person who feels like this. And I was surrounded by people who were talking my language. And it was like this massive weight just got lifted off, and I was like, wow, these people get me, these are my people. And then that's when I thought I need to start something like this more regularly. But the mad thing about that day was, for years and years growing up, I'd always said, oh, I'm going to go to Thailand, I want to teach English, I really want to travel. And
sounds
my family,
like my backstory.
My family were all like, yeah, you keep saying it, it's never going to happen. Well, that day, after that coffee morning, I jumped on the train to Liverpool, bought my flights. And I went a year later to teach English in Thailand.
How long were you over there for?
About 18 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Which was massive for me, because I'd said for years, I'm going to go next year, I'm going to go. And then I just didn't have that confidence to take the leap. And
did you have a good time?
It was a great time.
I bet it was, yeah. I bet it was amazing.
Best thing I've ever done, but the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Like, really
hard. How much
hard.
did it build you, though?
Massively.
Yeah.
The resilience. I feel like I lacked resilience
like
growing up, because I just scared away from so much. I didn't ever put myself out of my comfort zone, whereas that was massive.
Like
'cause
3 seconds of insane bravery. That's
Yeah.
all it takes, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's what it
Just
was.
be
It was
brave.
like I was in that safe place, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm just gonna get on the
I've
train.
got
I'm just gonna go
this.
and book it.
And
Yeah,
they
go and
empowered
book
you.
the
I love
flight.
that.
Yeah."
It's
And then
lovely.
there was so many times when I was over there that I wanted to come home. You know, like so many times I thought.
How many? So
I
you had like a
just-
meltdown, like a
Oh,
weekly meltdown. Yeah.
yeah, loads. And like, luckily, I have a lot of people that I can
I
get in
did that
touch
when I
with
left
and
my mum's
talk
outside
to.
a weekly meltdown.
Oh,
when I
Yeah,
first- when I
absolutely.
first moved out my mum's.
I
Yeah.
have a weekly meltdown now, mate. Never
Me
mind,
too. Me too.
never
It's
mind,
like normal
back then,
part.
It's a daily meltdown for me at the
Exactly,
moment.
yeah.
Why am I
Yeah.
fucking working here?
literally. But you know what? We talk about it, and it's like so much easier, isn't it? Like we have a laugh about these things now,
got
don't
to
we?
now,
And
yeah,
we've
now
got
it's-
to like it is a weird thing for me that it was like when I started talking about like making up for last time. Then it was
Yeah.
like this is all going to come out, and actually, the more I talk about it now, I'm going to help other people. So I started putting stuff online, like a blog and stuff at the time. I wrote a blog called The D Word about depression. And I put it online, and at first I didn't put my name or anything to it. It was just like an anonymous thing.
Right.
And loads of like people got in touch through the blog, and I did tell people it was me in the end. And so many people, when I put it on Facebook, were like, "I can't believe that you went through that, like that you felt like that, like you hide it so well. Like
Yeah.
you're always just smiling, you're always like dead jolly when I see you." And it just goes to show that you don't know what people are going through. You
Not
don't know
behind
how
the
they
scenes,
feel. No, and we are just so good at humans at conforming and like just pretending. And when you've done that for so long, you just do it
Yeah.
without thinking. And it's like, actually, you need to check in with people and say, "How are you?" Because if somebody actually said to me, "No, Jess, how are you?" that
Yeah.
might have given me like a bit of a push to say, "Oh, actually, you know, I'm really struggling."
Yeah.
And we always have this conversation in my adult group now of like, imagine if every time you bumped into someone in the street and go, "How are you?" You go, "Yeah, fine, you," when you walk past, don't you? But imagine if you actually said each time, "Well,
Yeah.
actually, I'm having a fucking meltdown.
Yeah.
I'm having the worst day, and this has happened, and that's happened, and that's happened." But
It's
we
that
don't have
ask
time,
twice
do
thing,
we?
isn't it? It's that ask twice thing. People are now saying, like,
Absolutely.
ask someone twice because,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
you could really help them out.
Definitely. Especially
So-
men as well. Like, it's not easy, is it? It's not easy for you
For
to
everybody,
open that,
really,
yeah,
like,
to open
but
that conversation. and go,
I don't
"Actually,
open up.
no, I think
No.
if going off like Catherine, like her and her mate tell each other like literally fucking everything, like literally everything, which scares me sometimes because I'm thinking, well, what has she told her? Like, do you know what I mean? But
all the secrets
yeah,
out."
honestly, like fucking hell, like, but honestly, but no, women are just so much better at the whole opening up thing to their mates, and that men just don't. It almost comes down to the thing of I go to the pub before the footy, and Catherine knows a couple of the people because she knew them before I did.
Yeah.
So she'll always say to me, "Ask Chris how he is." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, love." And I get home, "Is Chris all right?" And I went, "Yeah, I think so." "Did you not ask him what I asked?"
Yeah.
"No, of course I didn't, because I never do." Do you know what I
You
mean?
just don't think, yeah.
How's Danielle and the kids? I don't know. We didn't talk about it. What do you mean you didn't talk about it? You were with him for 2 hours.
So,
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah,
I
I
can,
know,
I
but-
can honestly say that I can be with like some of my mates and I won't even know how their partner's doing because we've just chatted absolute shite for about an hour. And like, so, and yeah, it's just mental.
It is. It's totally different,
It's just
isn't it?
mental, like,
Totally different. Totally different. So anyway, so now coming back to now, you
Yeah.
are running Positivity Club
Yeah.
in the Wirral.
Yeah.
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 Tell us all about Positivity Club.
So Positivity Club is basically a kids club, a group, where kids can learn about mental health and wellbeing, but in a really fun and interactive way. So I think of little Jess. What would I have needed in those times that I was struggling? What was missing in the curriculum? What was missing in school that would have helped me? And I kind of created workshops around that. So we do fun, like really fun. I always think like if you're a kid, you learn the most when you're having fun.
Yeah.
So that's something that I feel like is a bit like unique for us. Like with it being mental health side, I didn't want it to be like, "Oh, I'm sat there with my clipboard asking you loads of questions," like I've had before in therapy. And it's not therapy, more where ours is more like coaching,
Yeah.
kind of wellbeing coaching. But we focus on like big emotions. We focus on resilience. Self-love is massive. Because a lot of the time when kids have got insecurities or they are showing big emotions, it comes down to the self-esteem. So it's like you know what I mean? It's a mask of actually feeling really insecure about something and it's coming out in these big emotions or it's coming out in this different behaviour, tricky behaviour.
Yeah.
But there's always something there niggling underneath it all, and it's just trying to find what it is that's bothering them or helping them to talk about it. So like we use like the inside out characters, we use different emojis, loads of different things, but we
love
do
that
like
I
So
love that
good.
film Inside Out.
So good. I should be on commission for that film. Honest to God. We have the big giant characters that we take and like we say like everyone run around the room and then I'll give them a scenario. How would you feel if this happened to you? And they have to go and find the emotion and run to it as quick as they can. Because it's fun and interactive. They're not worrying about what you're going to think about the response because they're just doing it in the moment.
Right.
And then the more you do it, it just becomes like a second nature. So like a lot of the kids that I see regularly now, I do a preschool group and I turn up at the gate of the nursery and they go, Jess, I'm angry, Jess, I'm sad, or Jess, I'm happy. And they tell me straight away because they see me and they think they link me to an emotion and they think I can tell her how I feel.
Yeah.
And I think that's magic. They're 3. So
That's
hopefully
class.
as they get older, like that's going to be
They'll
like
keep doing
in
that.
them.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I always think like if that was kind of ingrained in us at an early age, would we be now having, more these conversations earlier? Maybe, I don't know. But we'd definitely be able to identify what the emotions are. And sometimes it's not about like why we feel it. We just need support with it. When we're that age, it's like, who do I go to as my safe person? Or who can give me a cuddle or who will, who will listen to me? And because there's still so much of a stigma around anger.
Right.
As well, like so many old like lads in particular and girls sometimes, but mainly lads, like, I don't get angry. No, I don't get angry. I don't get worried. I'm not scared of anything. And it's like it's okay, we all are.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
and it's giving them that safe place of being like, just talk about it, it's okay. And like but we do as well, like if you don't want to talk about it, let's find another outlet. So like, should we go and play a game, or should we draw it, or should we write it down, or should we do something? Should we create something? Should we do some Lego and have a little chat about it, or do it in a different way that
for us, it's
feel
going
like
to play football and kicking lumps of shit out of each other in it every week. To be honest,
yeah.
Do you know
But
what I mean?
it's
It's
your
your way of doing it. Yeah,
that's your therapy, isn't
Absolutely.
it? Everybody has their
To be
little
fair, this
things.
is like therapy. To be fair,
Yeah.
for me and
It's
you,
nice
innit?
to chat, isn't it?
It
Really?
is.
It's just like
There's something really magic about talking to people who get it.
men keep men in
Absolutely,
check as
yeah,
well. I find as
absolutely.
well, like men keep men in check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like from going being on building sites and stuff like that, like you put 4 or 5 fellas in a house who's meant to be doing it up. We're not doing it up. We're fucking round. Do you know what I mean? It's just good. Do you know what I mean? Then you're all getting into trouble together off your boss and you're all sitting there like being in school again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
no.
It's tapping into that playfulness,
Yeah,
isn't it? Of
it
like
is,
your
yeah.
inner child, probably.
Yeah,
of just
it is,
like,
yeah.
And it's a bit of a release, isn't it? A switch. Like we've got so much stuff to stress over and worry about. It's like sometimes you just need to get with your mates and have a laugh, or kick a ball around, or do whatever it is
Yeah.
to fill your cup back
It's
up.
like having
kind
a
of thing.
hobby in it, sort of
Yeah.
thing, like a nice
It's
hobby.
so
that
important to have
takes your
that
mind off
purpose, isn't it?
something.
Or
Yeah,
just an outlet of just being like, do you know what? I need a break. I need to go and play footy with the lads, or
Yeah.
I need to go for a walk, or I need to go and have a cup of tea with someone, or whatever it is that is your thing. I think it's
Absolutely,
really
yeah.
important for everyone to have
Absolutely.
something, isn't it?
So with your sessions, have you got somewhere you go, or do you go into schools to do them?
Yeah,
or-
so a bit of both. So
Yeah.
go into quite a few schools. We do 3 different after school clubs. We do workshops in schools. We do a Saturday club as well. So all different themes. So this week we've got like I do a once a month pay as you feel. Because funding's, it's tricky to get, isn't it? So we do
Yeah,
pay as
we
you
know all
feel.
about that.
And that's just literally like you just come and some parents stay, some parents drop off. But what I do love about it when the parents do stay is they learn something to do at home.
Nice.
So like
Nice.
all the activities that we do are very low cost and simple activities. You don't have to go out and buy the best fidgets or the best whatever it is at the moment that the kids are into. You don't have
Accessible
to.
for everybody.
Absolutely. And it's like sometimes all you need is a piece of paper and a pen. And there's so many things you can do, but it's
Yeah.
teaching the parents, like, you do this with them now and then go home and have another go at it, or try it. If he's showing big emotions, try this. And it's just all little tools to put in your toolbox and just say, like, it doesn't have to be
It
wave
also
a magic wand and everything's okay. It's about accepting that behaviour, accepting those emotions and going, right, this is what we're going to do to help you.
But
Yeah,
with
nice.
getting the parents involved, it's also showing that mum and dad are safe.
Yeah.
As well, because sometimes people don't want to open up to mum and dad. They don't want to feel like they're letting them
Absolutely.
down.
Yeah, that
But
was
by-
me when I was younger. I had
Yeah.
a fantastic support network, but I just couldn't access them because I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
worried about worrying them.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But by the parents staying, they're seeing that the kids opening up there, and they think
Yeah.
they repeat that at home.
Yeah.
It's just a fantastic learning curve
Yeah.
for everyone involved. Really.
Yeah, it is. And
So
it's,
that could be something you could do. Though. You could open up maybe an adult session one day for people
Yeah.
to pop round and
Yeah.
just say you can do this with your kids.
yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
what we're hoping to do when we open our new space. We'll just do
Okay.
some parenting courses, some workshops as well. But I
Wow.
always feel a bit awkward about that because I'm not a parent.
No,
I'm an
neither am I.
auntie.
No, neither am I.
But,
But
yeah.
it's, I did foster for a bit, and
Yeah.
that
I am, and sometimes I wish I wasn't. So don't worry about it. It's all good.
Wow,
Well,
it's all
yeah.
coming out now.
Do you
Sorry,
know what,
Patty.
though? Yeah.
Sorry, kids. Love you.
But parents are so hard on themselves. Like, literally,
It's fucking hard.
I've
like,
had
I'm not
2
gonna lie.
conversations over the last 2 days on the phone with people reaching out, and I said to them like over and over again, like you're not, like this is not on you. Like you know, your child's going through something at the minute. You're reaching out for support. You're doing them, you know, doing them a massive favour. You're doing everything you can. You're advocating for them. What we do sometimes is we think we've done something wrong and that's why they feel like it.
Yeah.
And or I should, you know what I mean? Like we blame ourselves and we really do overthink it. And I just think sometimes they're just going through something and we don't even know what it is, but they just are. So let's just help them instead of like investigating and having to find out exactly what it is. Sometimes it's hormones. A lot of the times it's ease at the moment. You know, there's other things going on at school. It could be exams. It could be like an absolute culmination of loads of stuff. There could be just a little core belief that they've convince themselves they're not good enough, and this is all building up, but it's not for anyone to. I always say to the parents, like, it's not for you to blame yourselves, like, please don't.
Yeah, we're not having a dig at you here sort of thing. You're not doing anything wrong. Yeah.
No, there's no parent guide that goes, right, it's all in there, off you go.
Well, my little lad Finn, he's 9, he's autistic, so we struggled with him with his schooling and stuff, but we got him into an ASD school.
Okay.
I think maybe 4 or 5 years ago now. It's the best thing that's ever happened to him. And not only are they teaching him, they're teaching us as well about like his emotions, you know, all these things. And it's like, wow. And it's like, and I look at Finn and go, fucking hell, that was me as a kid. That I was like, honestly, that was me as a kid. That it was, and he's teaching me ways for me to cope.
Love that.
He's only 9. Do you know what I mean?
That's incredible.
That's even better, though, isn't it? That's what you want. That's what the train's there for everyone.
That's it, man.
Absolutely.
That's it.
And then he's going to grow up and he's going to help other people.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like, I mean,
well, I do now. Some of the kids that come regularly, I step back sometimes and watch them in action and literally could cry because I'm just like,
you're proud.
They're putting their arms around each other. They're saying, do you want to come? Like there's one little boy who'd been and he was like really quite like struggling to socialise or like struggling to like know who his friends were, so he was acting out a little bit.
Yeah.
And there was one girl who was just like really, really soft, and she just went, "Do you want to come and sit next to me?" And he sat with her and they just played Lego, and it was just like the most beautiful little connection. I was just like, yeah, and it was just like there was no ego, there was no thing, and like I didn't prompt her to ask him to do that. She just did that off her own back. And a lot of the kids that we get, because of the nature of what it is, they're like proper little empaths. They like really do care. They care big. And they have, you know, a lot of them are on the spectrum or neurodiverse or on the pathway somewhere along the line. And they, when we feel big when we're neurodiverse, as you know, and we really do pick up on other people's feelings and emotions, and we want them to be okay. We want to wrap around them, and watching that empathy is like, you can't teach that.
No.
It's just in you, and I'm like watching it. It's just the best thing, honestly. And I think I can't believe I call this work. Like I'm so lucky that this is my job because it's just so. It's so beautiful, and it's not. You know, it's not always straightforward. We have days that are tricky. We have days that are like sometimes we can't regulate, or like there's nothing we can do to help those kids if they're having a really tough time. But the fact that they've got somewhere to feel those feelings and they feel safe there, like I think that's just
absolutely.
Yeah, we're doing something right there.
Absolutely. I think if I had that when I was younger, mate, honestly, like it'd be just. I mean, listen, I had like youth clubs and stuff.
We had
that go to, but like the people who ran those youth clubs, they weren't trained in that.
Well, we just didn't talk about it then at all.
Oh no, it wasn't a thing. No, I was a kid, mate. It wasn't even mental health and stuff.
No, nothing at all. Like it's just like come back, open the door in the summer, come back when it's dark.
Yeah, basically when the street lights come on, that's when you come home, sort of thing.
Yeah, but in a way that was great resilience, wasn't it?
Yeah,
because
like
we were pros and cons,
character building, wasn't it?
Yeah, out of all our friends and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like there was a gang of us, like there was loads of us.
Yeah,
absolutely.
On our little estate in Birkenhead.
Yeah.
You said then that you had like 3-year-olds and stuff, and you said also exams.
Yeah.
So the age range of the kids that you're seeing is wide.
Yeah.
Really wide.
So I've done toddlers, so I've done 2-year-olds as well. So my background's early years trained.
Right, okay.
And background Senko and primary school teacher as well. But early years is my little fave.
Is it, yeah?
Worked in my sister owns a nursery that I work in, and I do literally as simple as like just showing emotions and learning Makaton signs and doing stories and rhymes, and what they do is like they relate to a story. Do you know what I mean? They'll understand the story. It's a really good way to explain different feelings and emotions to kids, like the colour monster I dressed up as for Well Book Day. But it's like
to put a picture up on our social.
Send us that picture.
They see the yellow one and they know that means happy. They see the red one, they know it means angry. So like some of the 2-year-olds, if they haven't got the language yet and they're feeling angry, they'll go and get me the little teddy, the little red teddy, and they'll show me that I'm angry and I need support kind of thing, and then we just do some really basic, simple breathing with them. and let them ride it out. So it's
Yeah.
like you can teach these things, and with your lad being autistic, he probably uses like a lot of visuals. We use like emojis a lot of the time,
He
because it's
does,
like
yeah.
if you don't want to say it, you can point to the emoji if you want to.
Yeah, he
Or
does.
you can
Yeah,
show
so
me on your face
when he
how you
goes
feel.
into when he goes into class, the first thing they get all the kids to do
Check
is
in.
put their marker on what colour
Amazing.
face
Yeah,
they're
great.
feeling at that particular
Yeah.
time. So if
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
if
And that can
Catherine's upset him
change,
by
yeah.
sending him into World Book Day a week early, then yeah,
We know
genuinely,
about it.
genuinely, honestly, yeah,
Yeah.
sent him in a week early,
Yeah.
dressed up as a pirate. That's quite
I
funny.
love that.
He didn't find it so fucking funny, like, but you know.
Oh, we love it.
But yeah, so he
Got a
puts
Mackey's out of it though.
he got
There
the
you
Mackey's
go.
PlayStation vouchers, mate. He fucking milked that situation. It's not cheap, is it? Trust me. I'm fucking skint for the next 2 months because of that. But no, yeah, they do that with them. So as soon as they get into class, it's
Brilliant.
and obviously if they're feeling orange, they try and get them back down to the yellow and the
Yeah.
green and
Yeah, and the mad thing is, like, we change those emotions change. Like, you very rarely have one emotion in one go. It comes with another one.
yeah.
So like, it's not, you know,
I
I
could
say
cover that
like,
entire board.
yeah,
I could literally sit there and I could have a minute, and I reckon I could cover that entire board.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Of all the
Yeah.
shit that goes through this, mate.
yeah. Well, you think you wake from the minute you wake up in the morning to the minute you go to sleep.
Yeah.
How many different feelings and emotions do we feel? Like, there's so many.
Honestly, I can look at someone and
And they
I
change.
get pissed
I
off.
can look and think, fuck's sake.
It's a red monster.
I'm not working with you again. am I?
Honestly,
Fucking hell.
because where we're set up right now, this is where I work, and the corridor here, like, lads will walk up in and I'll be like, fucking hell. Just don't look at him. And I'll start typing. And I'll start typing.
I'm sending an email.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Love it.
No way.
I put my headphones on, so I'm on a meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Absolutely.
avoid at all costs.
So what other sort of therapies and stuff do you offer then? Like, so obviously you got your tots that you obviously really
Yeah,
enjoy.
so that's like very play based, understandably.
course,
That's
yeah.
kind of like songs, rhymes, I think. So that's all very like, what can we do that's fun that will stick in their brains, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then as they get older, it gets a little bit more. But we do everything's pretty fun and interactive. So it's like low level what we do. So we wouldn't necessarily say that we're a therapy service, but we are like
Yeah.
a coaching, like a wellbeing
Coaching,
coaching
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing. And we're all one-to-one sessions. They're like tailored for the kids individually. So like if someone rings and says this is what he's struggling with anger, then we'll tailor the sessions around anger and self-regulation and breathing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But what you find is as you go through the sessions and the walls start to come down, like I said earlier, there's usually an insecurity or like a low self-esteem, or something's happened that's knocked the confidence, or they've been rejected in some way, or there'll be something underlying that sometimes will come out later on. So
Right.
we do different themes, but often the themes will change like throughout the sessions, because it'll come down to something like self-love. And
Yeah.
actually, you know, you're angry, you don't love yourself at all. Like, what breaks you is like the amount of kids that can't name anything that they love about themselves when they first come to us, and it's like, it breaks your heart, honestly. But I'm like determined then, right, we're gonna find something that you do.
that's
But
sad,
again,
isn't it?
yeah, it is. Like, there's one little boy I've done one-to-ones with, and we just go for a walk because that works for him. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't like that face-on-face kind of thing, so
Of
we go for a
course.
walk. Like your men's group, it's there's something in going for a walk. It really works.
It's the fresh air. I think it's the fresh
Yeah,
air.
being in
genuinely,
nature
yeah,
and
yeah.
just because you're side to side,
The only
Just
thing I
doesn't
don't
feel as
like
much
about that
pressure.
walking, though, is if it starts pissing down.
which it does 80% of the
I
time.
fucking hate getting wet like that, honestly.
But we're
Yeah.
all peninsular.
I know.
Yeah.
I've lived
Yeah.
here my whole life. I should know
I
better by now.
know,
but
we should be used to it. We're not though.
Well,
are
I
we?
hate wearing a big coat as well, because I always get too hot in a big
Me
coat, so I
too.
end up just getting pissed wet through and
Yeah.
just have to accept the
Me
fact,
too.
really.
But he says, I said to him the other day, like, can you name me 3 things that you love about yourself? And he just completely drew a blank. Couldn't think of anything.
Oh.
So I said, can I tell you what I like about you then? Because I've known him for a while.
Yeah.
So I was listing all these things. Could see his little face going red. And then I said, right, that's your homework. I said, next time you come back, I want you to, if you struggle, then ask everyone around you what they like about you.
Yeah.
And anyway, he come back with a little spring in his step the other day. And I said, go on, did you do your homework? And he was like, yeah, I'm good at art, I'm good at this. And he was like listing them all off. And I
Nice.
thought, that wasn't so hard, was it? Like,
Yeah,
we just, just a little chat can really make
But
a
that's a
difference
start,
like
though,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So what will that
Um,
then lead to? Then now you've got him to open up like that. How will you like sort of take that further? With
Depends
that
really what
particular
comes up in the chat. So a lot of
Yeah.
resilience work with him as well. Like
Yeah.
just being like, if you don't get something right the first time, it's all right to give it another go.
child?
Like
Right.
making mistakes. Some kids really, really, really struggle with that.
Yeah.
But we do
Almost to
work.
the point where they're scared to try in the first place.
Yeah, and I think you try something and you didn't like it, just give up, which was me when I was a kid, to be fair. It was like, no, that's a bit too scary, that. We're going to close that door back off. That's self-protection kind of thing. But it's like, do you know what? Actually, give it another go and see how it goes the next time. And do you learn anything? It's like that. It's that generational view of like, you couldn't make a mistake. It was, you know what I mean? It's still there sometimes. I just think we do a workshop called Mistakes Are Magic, and it's all about the things that we use every day that were actually made by mistake. So blue tack was made by mistake, a microwave was made by mistake, fireworks, there's loads of different things, and it's like, well, we'll do little challenges where we purposely make them make a mistake, but actually, if it's an art piece of art, it makes something different. So it's all about like just trying again and being like, do you know what, I got it wrong that time, but I've learned how to do it the next time, so let's give it another go. That's like riding a bike or the first time, do you know what I mean? It's like we can make mistakes and that's okay, but some of them, they really are quite set in that mindset of like, oh, it's going to be really embarrassing, or it's going to be a really bad thing if I do this wrong. And it's like, no, it's okay if you do, because we're going to do it again and I'll help you. Or we'll find a way together to solve the problem, kind of thing. You're not on your own with it. But a lot of kids in school will just give up.
Yeah, or not try because they don't want to.
Or don't want to be embarrassed. To fear. It always comes from fear
as well. Like,
definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, this sounds probably going to be a daft question, but I'd imagine the earlier that you could start working with a child, not the easier it is, but the better it is. Because I suppose once you say you get to a teenager, you've already built up those barriers and those boundaries and stuff.
Yeah, it's a bit harder to unpick.
Break them down.
Definitely is.
Something just linking into Jess. So remember when we spoke to Lee the other week from Tattoos and Tears, and he goes into schools and stuff like that?
Lee,
yeah. The earlier you start, the better it is. Like you wouldn't have the issues that we're facing right now. So
Carly,
it's crazy that it's not in the curriculum.
I totally agree. I mean, Carly, we had Carly Openshaw as our very first
Carly
guest.
well.
Met Carly, and she
got
sort
a
of
similar
said,
outlook to me.
Absolutely, and she sort of said that this is the first generation where we've got the proper chance to have them coming through and to have them think that it's absolutely fine to talk about your feelings.
Yeah.
And we really need to take that opportunity, because if we get it right this time, it'll just carry on through the generations. Like,
absolutely, And I do think it, there is progress, but there's just so much more to do. And it is those things of like, the education system is so outdated, it's insane. Of like, but I've always had this view, and research tells you the view of an unhappy child cannot learn. Like,
100%.
If you're anxious, you know what you like yourself. If you're anxious or you're really panicking about something, you can't retain information. You just can't do it.
No.
Like me trying to set up this fucking podcast 20 minutes ago.
It took me years to pass my driving test because I was just in fight or flight, literally. You know what I mean? It's like you can't process. And how many kids are just pretending that they're listening or pretending that they're retaining that information when they're not.
Yeah.
And then they go, okay, I'm rubbish, I can't do it, I've got low self-esteem, and it's just this knock-on effect all the time.
It's like vicious circle.
Yeah, but if we started like in Denmark, they do things completely differently. They like learn mindfulness and stuff from a really early age.
Oh, really? Yeah. As part of the curriculum?
Yeah, and they're outdoors a lot of the time. Spend way more time outside in nature, lots of different things. They're not properly in school till they're 7, so it's all play based until they're 7.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and they're like one of the happiest countries, aren't they? So it's like just
Denmark.
Should we move?
In Denmark.
Go bacon,
Should we all
bacon,
go?
bacon.
Yeah.
Get on a book an impulsive flight now to Denmark and just start again.
Do an ADHD decision.
Expensive.
I mean, it's cost of living everywhere.
It's expensive here now, mate. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Cost you an arm and leg to fill up your car.
That's another thing, isn't it?
Honestly, but no, mental. So, obviously, you said you go into schools and stuff. And you touched on there about the education system briefly. It's a question that I asked Carly, and she just sort of went, "Fucking hell, where do I start?"
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you the same question.
Okay.
You might go, "Fucking hell, where do I start?" What can our government be doing differently with the education system? I agree with what you said earlier. It's so outdated. It hasn't changed for like 50, 60 years. It's crazy. And things change all the time. Technologies change.
Absolutely.
The things that children nowadays have to deal with compared to what they had to deal with 50, 60 years ago are completely different.
They know too much.
But they haven't changed. Yeah. Because they can get information at a drop of a hat like that.
Yeah, literally it's there.
So what would you like to see them doing to try and make it better?
Get rid of screens and take the walls away. Get them outdoor more.
Yeah.
I think the impact that would have. There's so many lovely schools on the Wirral that have got these gorgeous grounds, but they don't use them.
Really, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, but I get it because the curriculum's so jam packed and the teachers are under so much pressure. Like if they,
Well, it's
they
all-
don't hit all their targets,
That's exactly what I was
then
going to say.
they
It's
get.
too target driven, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's far too target driven.
And I
It
think
does my head in.
that education system, I don't even think it fitted the children that it was designed for originally. It was, you know what I mean? It's like our children, like you say, are completely different now, and we've got a lot more neurodiversity. We've got a lot more knowledge and education about different additional needs, but we're not always putting things into place to support them.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10 with ADHD, you've got to go outside.
Yeah.
You've got to get out in nature. You've got
Finn
to walk.
does outdoor learning.
Yes,
they do
as
it
far
all the
as school
time.
and things like that, which a lot of
He
schools are
loves it.
doing,
We'll
which
do
is
this
brilliant.
in the park next time.
Yeah.
I can't even fucking set that up properly in here, mate. Never mind the fucking park.
Yeah, we'll do a walk and talk in the bar.
Okay, no.
But yeah, right, that's where I would go with it all. Is
Really,
get outside more. And more breaks for the kids, more sensory breaks and things. They're sat at a desk for an awful long time.
Yeah.
And then they're going home now and then just turn on the Xbox.
Yeah.
And
a lot of kids will
TikTok and-
just get home and it's like a bottle of Coke that's being shaken up. You take the lids off and that's when they'll be really dysregulated because to get back to the safe place.
Yeah.
They've
And they
held
just
it
go,
all in.
boom. Yeah.
They've literally held it all in all day, which is exhausting.
Especially in teenagers rather than
Yeah.
younger kids. Teenagers will do that, won't they?
I mean, a lot of schools are doing doing smartphone free, which is I'm a massive advocate for that.
My Perry's school, he's 13, and when he goes into school, he has to put his
In a pouch.
phone in a pouch.
Yeah.
So, and they unlock the pouch at the end
Yeah.
of
It
it.
is now though, like I've just speaking about like screen time and stuff. I have to do everything on that.
Me too.
I've got to log
Yeah.
into so to log into my computer. I've got to say yes on that phone,
Yeah.
and then I'm easy access. I can log on to work now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can check my emails. I can write emails and stuff like that. They've made everything.
Well, it's like we said in the first part, obviously, with the cashless society and stuff, we were speaking about, everything is now digital. You can't do anything without it being through a phone.
Yeah.
My football ticket, my season ticket, it's on my phone.
Yeah.
Everything is going digital.
It's great.
That's why it's going to be hard to change
but-
anything because I'm the worst for it. I am very reliant on my phone because all my emails and everything, it's all on there. But then I do love just having a break from it sometimes. Like I feel, and I have to force myself because I'm addicted to it as well.
Do you know what I did?
Need
I put my phone on silent for something. I don't know. We went to the cinema or the theatre or blah. It was a Sunday, and the reason why I know it was a Sunday because on the Monday, what used to happen was obviously we've got our group chat in the footy, we've got our committee chat on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I'm part about 20 different fucking groups on WhatsApp. They're constantly going ding ding. So my phone's kind of ding ding ding.
It's just banter and abuse.
Yeah, pretty much.
Memes.
Basically. But obviously my phone while I'm working is ding ding ding, and I can hear it. I'm like fucking hell. Something else I've got to look at. That Monday when it was on silent, I didn't realise it was on Sunday. I was on silent from the Sunday. I got to about 2:00 and I went, fucking hell, I've not heard my phone go today. It's been fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And I haven't turned it off silent since. It's been on silent ever since.
My phone's constant. Unless I'm on call out, I'm on silent.
Yeah.
Because the dings.
I put my do not disturb on now, and it is good. Well, sometimes I try and charge it downstairs or something, so I'm not like
leave it in a different room or whatever. Yeah.
But it's hard now because they're already in it, aren't they? The kids. So like even now with the younger groups, when I'm teaching my workshops, I've had to really adapt the way I teach now. So like because the concentration's just not the same, or like the attention. I mean, some kids will really struggle to let me get through the story.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's like that stimulation that they're getting from swiping and videos and things.
They're
they need that in real life.
Every 30 seconds, aren't they?
Yeah. So I have to really I have to plan loads of extra activities and stuff like that now because some kids will just fly through each one in seconds and then on to the next because that's what they're expecting. That dopamine hit all the time, onto the next exciting thing, and it's quite hard as someone running the group to keep up with that.
Yeah.
Whereas some other kids might be able to sit at one activity for longer. You've got to consider everyone, every kind of type of learner.
That's the hard thing, isn't it?
That's surely going to impact, like, further down the line. You mentioned exams earlier. Surely, like, kids who can't concentrate, they're going to struggle like hell in secondary school.
I was terrible in my exams. I'm thinking now, I remember, like, my media studies exam, I wrote my name. And I thought that, and then I went to the toilet after about 45 minutes.
Did well then?
Then I got off.
Yeah.
Did well to your name?
I can only just write it now, Sam, to be honest with you. But no, that's what I mean. Like, I wasn't interested, but then you put me on, like, my science exam. That's me why. And my PE exam. I did all right. So, I mean, the media studies, I don't even know what. I think I picked it to be with my mates, and we didn't do anything.
Yeah.
dictionary fights in the class and stuff.
It's so interesting reflecting back now, isn't it? Because when I got my ADHD diagnosis last Feb, basically the consultation was just, I felt like all we were talking about was secondary school, and it was a mad process because I felt really sad for the younger me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you were neurodiverse the whole time, and I would just beat myself up like terrible and be like, oh, why have you forgotten this again, or why are you late, or why have you done that, or you've said the wrong thing. And like that hyperactivity in females typically is in your mind, and males sometimes as well, but I wasn't a hyperactive kid necessarily outwardly because I was trying to hold it all
mine
in.
was all inside as well. Like I wasn't.
But the way I described it was like a motorway. Just like a really busy motorway of thoughts, and like just constantly racing, constantly overthinking every conversation I've ever had.
So you've only just recently been diagnosed with ADHD.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to get my autism diagnosis official, and when I was trying to go through it,
I've got mine official.
genuine conversation. So I phoned my mum. I was like, think I'm going to try and get me autism diagnosed like properly and stuff because I'm definitely autistic. And she went, autistic? For fuck me. When you were young, you'd have been the poster boy for autism, you. And I was like, thanks very much. Nice one for that.
I think Joe Eddie was the other trustee went, I'm not surprised when I told him about mine.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, people were surprised with me because they didn't understand about the female ADHD.
Yeah,
so I'm like feeling like I'm
yeah.
educating everyone else. But there's a lot of people around me in this work in the same field as me who are like, when we're together, we're like,
yeah.
You can be like your true self, you know what I mean? And you do gravitate towards each other.
Yeah.
Lunatics come together, don't they?
Yeah.
But it is, for me, that diagnosis was just changed my life.
Really, yeah.
Absolutely. It was the best thing I've ever done because I now, for the first time in my life, will accept myself, and I've got a newfound compassion for myself and kindness. So like I've been trying to work at self-love since I was younger, and it never really was like
75 million journals with 2 pages filled in there. Yeah.
Post-it notes all over the place.
Now I've got that understanding of myself. I go, oh, you know, I feel a bit sorry for myself.
I haven't got that.
Actually, do you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's what it was, and I've beat myself up for it and gone and really tortured myself mentally for things that were maybe I couldn't help, I couldn't control, and now I go, that's what it is.
For me, it was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, you might not know because you're younger than me. But we used to, in the shops, they used to have pricing guns, and they used to put the stickers on the items with the price on.
Yeah,
barcodes.
I'm not that fucking young.
Well,
I was born in the 90s. You know what I mean?
So if somebody, if I say I had a packet of crisps, right, and somebody hadn't fully, and when I say fully, I mean fully peeled that sticker off, and opened it before that sticker came off, those crisps weren't getting at me, and you're going back to the shop and getting me another packet. That's how bad I was.
Yeah,
it was honestly, it was insane. It was insane how bad I was.
But to you, that was everything, wasn't it?
But that was at the time. I was like, why would you fucking open a packet of crisps upside down, for example?
Yeah,
you fucking psychopath, what are you doing? Why is it upside down? But at the time it didn't make no sense, but now that with having Finn and learning all about Finn and stuff, and I look back and I go, yeah,
that's what that was.
That makes more sense now. Yeah.
My mum would have said,
that's why you acted like a dickhead. Yeah.
My mum was like, don't have them then.
Well, that's half the time.
That was the overview. Yeah,
don't have them then.
That's what. Yeah.
And in the end, I would come round to having them, like whatever it would be. But
we have it now with some of the kids that you work with because you think like you've got to put yourself in their shoes, because sometimes, you know, they'll be like, oh, they'll have the meltdown over, I wanted the blue cup, I didn't get the blue cup, but it's so much more than the blue cup. Do you know what I mean? And you think, oh, just take the blue, like whatever, you know, like why is it such a big thing? But to them, it's absolutely huge and it's massive, and it's about, it's in their heads. That's like a massive thing. It might not be for us, but it's always trying to just understand them. And a lot of the dysregulation and the big tricky behaviour will trigger us, and we'll get angry or we'll feel big emotions, or parents will struggle with it in the middle of Tesco when they're having a meltdown. But you know, they don't choose to have they don't choose to feel those big emotions. It's not nice for them either. It's really hard for them to feel it. They don't go, I'm just going to do this to wind you up. I know it feels like it sometimes.
Catherine's got
it's about
things to deal with and me to deal with, and I just fucking feel sorry for sometimes. For me, it's things like little things like.
I feel sorry for myself doing this podcast review.
Joking, aren't you? It'll be little things like I say to Catherine. If you want me to do something when I very first get home, text me during the day, because if you don't,
Mentally prepare
I'm
yourself.
going to come in, and I'm in my head, I've got a plan. I'm going to come in, I'm going to clean my lunch shit, I'm going to do this, I'm going to have a shower, and I've got a plan in my
Routine.
head of how my night's going to go.
Yeah.
I walk through the door and you go, oh, by the way, we need to go to the shops, and that whole routine's out the fucking window,
Yeah.
and I end up going, oh, for fuck's sake, Joe, I told
Yeah.
you. But, you know,
It really throws you off.
it's only a forgetful text, but even at my age of 22, fuck off. All right, 24. Even my age of 24, it still
How
throws
old
me
are
right
you?
off. Fuck off. Don't go there.
Where's your passport?
I'm
Yeah.
40 at the end of April, right?
I thought you were
Yeah, right, yeah.
Life
Brilliant.
begins.
older.
I'm not sure about that, Jess. Honestly, I don't think it does. Not the way how tired I feel all the time, mate. I'm telling you. Honestly,
But
I'm not
what
sure.
you're saying there was like those little adjustments really help you, don't they? Yeah.
So, like, understanding that for me has helped me understand that for Finn.
For Finn.
And it's like, so genuinely reckon I've become a better and it's all because of he gone to the better school. The school's been fucking incredible, life changing for him.
Yeah.
And that school's probably made me a better dad by like 30%
course.
because I
Education.
understand him better,
Yeah.
And as you say, it's education. It's about teaching. I mean, like, obviously you said about the parent. How many parents come up to you and go, oh my God, thank you so much for what you've done. Surely you must get it all the time. Like,
sometimes it's just for listening to them as well. They need someone to stand up and I'll explain things in a different way to them and they'll go, oh, that's what do you know what I mean? Like, oh, it makes so much sense now that you've said that. And just little things like they're not purposely, trying to upset you by being upset at themselves. Like, there's more going on there. Like, there is so, and actually the fact that they're upset at home means they're in a safe place. And I know it doesn't feel like that when it's, it's really dysregulation and it's hard and it's hard for everyone involved, like when kids are, really struggling, it's difficult and everybody just wants to help them as much as they can. But what I've kind of learned through doing Positivity Club is I can't fix them and I won't be able to fix them, but I can hold space for them and I can make them feel safe. And that's been like a real bit of a mindset switch, because naturally people pleaser over here wants to fix them all and wants to wrap them up and put them all and make sure they're all okay, but actually we can't always do that. And that's an acceptance that I've had to kind of come with and go, actually, it's about holding space and it's about, teaching these strategies when we can. They might not be ready to use them yet, but we are going to try and help us when we can. And sometimes they're not ready for it and we've had to say, oh, it's not the right time, come back after a little bit, or it depends what other support they're getting. Sometimes we don't like to overwhelm them by giving them, if they're having CAMS already or they're already seeing a therapist, we don't want to overwhelm them with Positivity Club as well. And it's about being mindful of what's going on for them and are we the right service? Sometimes, we might not be just yet. We might come back to us in a few months or whatever, or we might be thinking, oh yeah, this is the time now, or I'll get back in touch with you when I think, the time's right for them. It's so personal, it's so individual. It depends.
That's fair enough.
When they're ready. But yeah, for parents, is I just want to tell them that they're doing their best. Like,
just keep
it
trying.
always comes from such a beautiful place. 90% of the time, it's the intention is so pure and good, and they just want the best for the kids. You know what I mean? And it's like you're giving yourself a real hard time if it's not going plain sailing. But there's just so many outside factors that could be contributing to it.
There is now.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is now. Speaking of outside factors and contributors,
you're going to talk about that now.
I had to do my homework last night, didn't I?
Do you know what? I think it needs talking about.
Does.
It needs talking about, mate. So
I've never been more angry sat at home on my couch.
So for anybody who's
fucking life,
probably know what we're talking about already, but it's this Louis Theroux documentary, Inside the Manosphere. Jess, you can go first.
Okay. Really hard watch. I felt angry, but then I felt really, really, really sad. Like, because I cried. I didn't cry because I cried watching it, because it was like there was just so much more to it. And I actually feel sad that I don't think we've got much control over it. And I feel like what we're doing as CICs and grassroots organisations, what we're doing is beautiful work and it's all great, but we're tiny little things, like
with a teardrop in
tackling
an ocean,
massive problem, and this toxic masculinity is huge, and I don't know what we're gonna do about it. Like, I think everyone talking about it's great, but when you see the scope of what was on the documentary and how far it's gone, and what people are like really brainwashed into believing,
What
is scary.
Something that really upset me, it was right towards the end of the documentary, was a kid came up to that HS Tiki Toki, whatever
Yeah,
it's called.
it's the little kids
And
that
the
were on
kid,
it.
he must have been about 9 or 10. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what the fuck, mate?
How does he know he is?
As a parent of a 13-year-old, it
Mm.
fucking scared the life out of me. I'm not going to lie. It scared the life out of me. Because to even think that there are potentially young boys out there,
Yeah.
and even young adults,
Yeah.
19, 20, 22. I mean, those two lads that were being interviewed in Miami or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mad
It's
that, wasn't
like,
it?
and so, mate, it's fucking frightening.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
The fact that these people could be even seen as role models, the shit that they're spouting.
If you
It's
think about yourself when
dangerous,
you were
man.
there, when you were like 21, I was a baby. I was still so vulnerable, still so naive. Do you know what I mean? Like it was, and it's happening to much younger, aren't they? And
Yeah.
and they're seeing these flash cars and they're seeing the money and they're going, "That's what I want. That's great," but not realizing they're getting completely brainwashed.
They're being brainwashed, and all of it revolves back around to just them making as much money as they possibly can.
And
They will
ego.
sit there and they'll say anything to be controversial because controversy sells.
I actually believe some of it looked to me like a bit of a facade.
Yeah.
And the problem is they're living a lie and people are believing that lie.
They've got to go with it. They're carrying on with it.
They're carrying on because they've made money. And I was like, as the more and more I watched, the more and more I thought, then you heard the story about them all coming from broken homes and stuff themselves and things themselves.
I mean, but that's who they're targeting, isn't it? I genuinely believe that they're potentially targeting young boys who are potentially coming from single parent home. I don't know what the stats are around it, but I'd say probably over 75% of that is single mums and not single dads. You know, obviously there are single dads out there and stuff.
For me,
but it's just, I think they're preying. They are preying on the vulnerability of young people to make money. It's fucking disgusting,
For
mate.
me,
It's disgusting.
For me, in one way, I'm glad that someone is talking to these young lads, but these are spreading the wrong message.
Yes.
And
Somebody needs to talk to them, but tell them the right thing.
Redirect them to the good stuff.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the problem is the amount of people these are reaching out to. It's millions. It's absolutely
literally millions.
And let's say if 50% of those fellas or lads or boys believe their nonsense, then we've just times that whole problem by 500,000.
Yeah. How is it allowed to go online? That's what I was
you
baffled
can put anything online, can't you?
Yeah,
You
like
absolutely put anything
some of the
on.
things that they're saying on it though. So like, how are they not getting kicked off these streaming sites or like
that
that
one lad was
Telegram
banned
seems to be very open, doesn't it? That you can just put whatever you want on that.
And like and unfortunately, it won't be regulated either.
No, it won't be because there's too much money involved in it.
It's freedom.
What was that fella called that had the podcast? He had the women sat around.
Oh
and
yeah,
and he basically turned around to one and went, "Shut up, you fucking fat bitch! Get off me fucking shit!" And it's like, what the fuck, mate? It's like, it
was the comments that killed me. I don't know wrong. What they were saying was disgusting. I was more worried and troubled by the comments of people going, "Go on, hit him to the other fella," to where he jumped him and stuff like that. I was just thinking, people are believing this. How? I just cut that. That's what troubles me the most. It's more they can spout whatever shite they want. It's the problem I've got is the people believing them, and like there's kids out there. Some people who listen, your child could be listening to them upstairs.
Literally, yeah. Literally.
And I'm like, and you know they're going to come downstairs and they're going to think something totally different. So one day they're brainwashed and.
As a woman watching it, it was like I felt like we've gone back decades, backwards in it. Yeah,
so
like
we were going to talk about it in the first part, but I wanted to wait until obviously you here to get your perspective on it because obviously we can say that it's bullshit and stuff, but from your perspective.
Yeah, that like one
horrible.
side of what was it? What was
one
it called?
side of misogyny or something like that. Yeah. That you can see that you can see in those women's eyes.
Face.
They were genuinely gutted. The thought that their person who they love and their partner and all that is going around with other women.
Yeah. I just think like women's rights and things like that, you feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and then things like this happen and it's 10 steps back. There's so many amazing men that I talk to, like you guys, that are like totally on our wavelength, totally fighting for our rights as well. And then you look at that and it's like the complete opposite.
But the problem is though that the amount of audience that they're getting, it generally could push that whole thing.
Yeah.
It could. I'm not saying it will, and I hope to God it doesn't. So hope that like some of them like grow up and think what they're chatting absolute wet.
It was just that fella that turned around and said, "Yeah, well, women think they know what they want, but they don't really, do they? I know what they want, but they don't." What the fuck, mate? How deluded are you? Like, honestly, what the fuck? You honestly grow up.
My mum would say, "You
grow up.
Tell me what to fucking do. Go catch yourself on."
How funny was that though? With that fucking ticky-tocky twat again, mummy. Started calling her mummy. He's online spouting fucking shit about women don't know this and women this, and then he fucking mummy. I'm sorry, mummy. It's like,
she was odd as well.
yeah,
wasn't
she was. She. I think she needs to be fucking slagged off and all, because I think
he was different around there though.
Would she agree?
He was.
Would she be happy? Right. If he was just saying that in the street and not making money he was making online, would she fucking pull him up for it? Yes, she fucking would, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because he's making money from it,
And
she tolerates
she's
it.
benefiting
so
from
she's
the
just
money,
as bad,
isn't
isn't she then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's just as bad,
Yeah.
in my eyes, anyway.
The
But
thing as well, it was when I watched, I don't know if you felt the same, but when it was over, I kind of felt like they didn't dig deep enough.
Don't
Like
think
I was
that-
waiting for another episode a little bit, were you? Of like,
yeah.
I just felt like he thought he was going to get fucking filled in. To be quite honest with you,
I love Louis Theroux.
No, but
I
the more,
absolutely
the
love him,
more
yeah.
and more he seemed to dig, the more and more I got the feeling he's going to get a slap here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like,
Well, it just got tense, didn't it?
Yeah.
And like from the very beginning, it was a totally different atmosphere. You could tell, couldn't
Yeah.
it? By the end of it, when he went back,
You could just see that they were getting rattled
yeah.
by him, weren't they? They were really getting rattled by him, and then it went down to
and
like
they were like just cheap digs at him then,
personal
like let's
insults
just
then, wasn't
pick
it?
on
'Cause he
his
had
the way he
nothing
looks,
else.
or let's
Yeah,
pick on like
and-
his insecurity, or like saying things about Jimmy Savile.
yeah.
It was like, let's just think about
And
it.
he's one of the people who like try to out.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? That blew
So
him up.
that's a miseducation again. It's like they just
They
just
believe
think,
their own narratives, don't they? And they're
they do.
narcissists, and they really, really, unfortunately,
scary.
they've managed to worm their way onto platforms and spout some shite, and people are following them and giving and when you look at that, like they're giving them money as well, and not just little bits of money either. Like look at the lifestyles they're living. Do you know what I mean? And they're just being
Yeah. Yeah, but they've got platforms where people have to subscribe to it monthly for like $80 a month.
Yeah, and then they get other influencers on there to boost their profiles because then they're having it. Yeah,
and then
it's
they
just...
take a cut of that, then don't they? You know, because you've been on my channel here for an hour and a half this month. I want an hour and a half off you, Bob. And it's just...
and he was really threatened when Louis had spoke to the girlfriend. He didn't like that at all, did he?
Not at all, did they?
No.
And they talked to the woman who was like getting the girls on the show as well.
Oh, she said, I can't say, I'm not allowed to
she got
talk,
a text message, didn't she?
Yeah, basically.
Stop talking to him, basically.
Mm.
Mental.
And that tells me how threatened they are and how scared they are, like, and how like shallow they actually probably are as people.
Yeah.
Really, they're scared.
You can imagine the blackmailing that goes on.
The truth
there,
that,
can't you?
and the truth.
Yeah.
Why are they so scared of the truth coming out? Because they know they're chatting shit.
Control, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Then they wouldn't
Scary.
be making money, would they?
That's
They need
You need to
people
get
to
one of them on
believe what
Minds on the Mersey.
fucking won't get through the door, mate. I'd end up filling them in, the little pricks. Honestly, no, it just.
Get a white collar boxer match on
Scary,
here.
yeah.
Do you know what? As a parent of a 9 and 13-year-old boy, it's fucking frightening. It really is so frightening. And I actually sat down with Perry and said, "Listen, please tell me you don't look at any of these online and think that what they're saying is right, mate.
Yeah.
Because it's honestly, mate, it's so far from the truth. It's not."
Well, I've got 4 nephews, 3 of them are teenagers, and the youngest is 11. So I've had some really good chats with them about like Donald Trump, Andrew Tate, because there was times when they were like, oh, he's great, he's got this and this, and I'd sit down and like try and educate them about it and go, this is the reality, and they've watched Adolescents and Manosphere and all that, and now they've kind of come out of the other side, thank goodness. Do you know what I mean? But that could have been easily swept
gone
under
the other way,
because all the mates are watching it. You drive past kids at the bus stop, they're all just constantly like this, aren't they? And they're like, have you seen this video? Have you seen that? Have you liked it? All that, that really fast flow of like TikTok and Snapchat
one
and
of the
everything.
very last scenes in the show was when Louis was there and the mother was there.
Yeah.
And the fella from the back of the room was filming it.
The sinister one.
And as it's being filmed, they're clipping it and putting it out as a separate clip.
Yeah.
Like, as it's being filmed, it's fucking crazy. It's like, wow.
And they just put little headings that they know people think, oh, right, I need to look on that.
Yeah.
Louis Theroux getting called Savile.
Yeah.
That's like, do you know what I mean? It'd just be shit like that, wouldn't it? Just, for me, it was just wrong.
Yeah.
It did make me laugh at the end, though, where he punched the punch machine and it went up to 800.
I know,
I did really like that bit. That was really good. I like that. That was really good. Well done, Louis.
It's done all right there.
Louis, well done, mate, honestly, because it's a fucking thing that needs highlighting. And I think you could potentially make another one.
I think he has.
Needs to dig a bit deeper.
Yeah.
The problem is, though, I don't think it'd be safe to. I think they'd shut up shop. They really
no one would talk to him, would they? Not after that.
I think like you're talking on the level of like probably even Epstein files here.
It's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, let's not go there. Like.
No, we're not going to go there. But like that's the level of like probably hidden stuff that they're probably
Listen, unfortunately, they're all very immature boys who don't have a fucking grip on reality.
I thought it was sad when it showed them when they were younger. You know, like when
screen
it's,
innocence.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like how much time do you think they've spent on screens since a young age? How many, you know what I mean? What influence did they have, and the people before them? How long has this been snowballing for? It's like
we said earlier, it's just like childhood trauma, single parents, and stuff like that. So they didn't know actually like what's properly happened.
Prying on the
I
vulnerable.
would class them as predators myself, because I think they're preying on
They
vulnerable
are.
people, and
The way they were going up to women in the street and speaking to them, and
yeah,
the absolute disrespect was just unbelievable, wasn't it?
horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how any, well, no offence goes, but anybody could find that attractive.
No,
I'm sorry, it's madness.
No.
Catherine was sat in the room watching with me, and I think she had to walk out
Really,
5 times.
yeah,
like,
really uncomfortable watch.
She didn't like it at all. She was
Yeah.
just like biting her finger at us.
I text you saying I'm 7 minutes in and I'm struggling here.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Ready to blast your phone and tell you.
I text you back saying I got to 10 minutes and I had to take a break.
I was putting my own strategies in.
Yeah,
I was just getting more and more and more just wound up.
It was horrible to watch, but listen, any young people watching this, that's not real life people, honestly, it's not.
No.
It's not. Treat you with respect because they deserve it. Yeah. Right, Jess. Shit, that's been an hour. Done an hour there. How have we managed that?
Go on.
Christ.
Tell some shite there, haven't we?
we have. Tell everybody where we can find you and Positivity Club.
Thank you. So Positivity Club, it's all on Facebook, on Instagram. We've got a website, positivityclub.co.uk. Keep posted on our Insta because we are opening up our own little wellbeing hub.
Amazing.
Which is very exciting.
Timeline on that?
Next couple of months.
Amazing.
Yeah, we've got the new floor. It's been painted. So we're getting there now.
Class.
New sign ready to go up. So that will be a safe place for everyone, really. And I'd love to have a men's mental health group in there, like I said before. But we just want it to be a place where people can unmask.
And where's that based?
That's in Hoylake on Market Street, yeah. So that's that. That's all coming up. And then, so Time for Teens, I'll give them a little shout out because I helped set them up before I got here tonight. So my teen group is 10 to 16-year-olds, and it's quite a small group of kids that generally feel safe, and they open up and they are celebrated for who they are massively, and quirks and all, and it's sometimes they might have struggled to socialise in school, they might have struggled with other things, and they come into Time for Teens and proud to say, and they are completely themselves, and we've built that community for them where they feel safe, which is great. And Time for Tea is our adult group as well.
Cool.
One of our ladies wrote a poem about Time for Tea. Do you mind if I read it?
Go on, go ahead.
I did say to her that I would and thought I'd forget, so I am. So we've got a lovely, gorgeous lady, and she'll be all embarrassed that I'm saying this about her now. But, her name's Tracy, and her kind of outlet is poetry.
Right.
And writing things down. So we've been like helping her, empowering her to share her poems. Kind of at the end of Time for Tea every week, we share a poem by a lady called Donna Ashworth, who's quite well known, and she writes amazing poems about finding joy in life and gratitude and lovely things. So Tracy actually wrote a poem herself, and I did say, if I can find it, that I would read it on here. Here we go. We sit in a circle and share, with a smile and a hug and a reassuring look. Sometimes it's just a need to be there, to sit, rest and not talk, but to know we are held, that everyone cares. It's more than a group, just a cuppa and a chat. It's time well spent when we look into our hearts, share our deepest thoughts, a lifetime of hurt. It's more than a couple of hours, it's our time to shine, be loved, be heard and actually be just fine. Our bodies come back and we rest and digest. We recharge our hearts and minds to face the challenges that lie ahead. So it's not just a time for tea, it's a chance to be me, to be seen, to be heard. Not just a mother, a sister or a daughter. A time to celebrate, so cheers to Time for Tea. Always Tuesday is our perfect date.
That's class.
That's lovely.
Love that.
Love that. Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
She just put it in a nutshell there. It's just somewhere that you can be yourself and talk and open up, and we have a laugh, you know what I mean? It's not like
that's like our peer-to-peer sport.
Absolutely.
We do waffle in there, don't we?
Oh, somebody chat some fucking shit in there.
But it's great though, isn't it? And what a safe place that you've created as well. So like where people can come along, because I do think you've got a barrier with doing it for men. Like it's not easy for them to walk. I know it's not easy for women either, but there is an extra barrier. There's an extra layer. with the old kind of values of men don't cry, boys
Yeah.
don't cry. We
Yeah.
don't talk about our feelings. You're breaking that barrier down, which is amazing.
Trying to get in
Yeah.
there slowly but surely.
Yeah,
but,
I think you're doing great.
get in there slowly but surely.
We'll
Yeah.
win.
We'll win
Eventually.
yeah. Eventually.
It's never easy, is it?
No,
Nothing
no,
worth
no,
having's
no.
easy.
It's not. Jess, listen, thank you so much for,
Oh,
for
you're
coming
welcome.
down.
Thanks for
Thanks.
having
I
me.
think your story's inspiring. I think it really is. Where you yourself as a youth and stuff, and what you're doing now, it's really inspiring.
Thank you very much.
If one person listening to this can be inspired by it, which
I
I think
hope
they
so.
will be, then
Yeah.
you've done a good job. So
Oh, thank you.
amazing. The usual stuff from me at the end of the episode: like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your mates about the podcast. Any questions or anything anyone wants to know, it's mindsonthemersey@gmail.com. Website is mindsonthemersey.co.uk. We've got some exciting guests coming up, haven't we, in the next few weeks, which is going to be good.
You sort that out, mate. I just turned up here.
Sound well. I can tell you there's going to be exciting guests coming up in the next few weeks. Richie knows nothing about them, so it's fine.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, surprise! Look who's here. It's Richie's mum. Hi, Sue. But yeah, anyway, so
She'd want money.
she fucking would, yeah. So yeah, guys, like, subscribe. This has been our first video experience. It hasn't gone 100% to plan.
That's all
Hopefully
right.
we'll get there. It's a learning curve for me and for everybody, so we will get there. As always, lots of love, look after each other, and we will see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.